Chapter 16. Sensory Organ. Are 5 sensory organs. Imagine you are walking along the road. There is a ditch ahead. You see it and you walk around. What would happen if you do not see the ditch? You are playing in your neighborhood. Suddenly, you hear thunder. You are able to reach your house before it begins to rain. What would happen if you do not hear the thunder? It is necessary for us to know what is happening in our surrounding. It helps us to decide what to do in any situation, and we can keep ourselves safe. How do we sense what is happening around us? It is our eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin which tell us about our surrounding. Therefore, they are called a sensory organ. Eyes. It is with our eyes that we can see. We can tell the color of the things we see. We can tell their shape. We can also guess the distance of things from us. Ears. We hear with our ear. Mainly, we come to know what a person is saying to us. The ears also tell us whether the sound we hear is sweet or hot. They can tell us whether the sound is that of a bird or an animal. They also tell us which direction a sound is coming from. Try this. Play a game. Curry pointy tiger claws peeping out of padded paws. Each student will get a turn to be it. It will face the blackboard and cover his or her eye. The teacher selects 5 other students. From their own place, each of these 5 children will take turns to say loud and clear, "Curvy, pointy tiger claws peeping out of padded paws." It must listen carefully and guess whose voice it was. If he or she is right, everyone claps. If he or she guesses the names of all 5 children, he or she gets a pat on the back from the teacher. Can you tell? Why is mother saying, "Don't eat this mango"? Because mother smelled the mango and realized that mango is rotten. Nose. We can smell with the nose. We perceive the smell of a fragrant flower or incense stick because of the nose. Again, it is the nose which tells us that there is a foul smell in the air or that the food is spoiled. At such times, we can take proper precaution. Use your brain power. 1. In summer, how can we tell, without even looking outside, that it is raining nearby? Answer. In summer, with sudden fall in temperature and increased blowing air, we can tell that it is raining nearby. 2. What would be the benefit of knowing the direction from which a sound comes? Answer. By knowing the direction from which a sound comes, we can avoid accidents. Tongue. We can taste with our tongue. Sugar and jaggery are sweet. Bitter gourd is bitter. Lemons and raw mangoes are sour. Salt is salty. It is due to the tongue that we know these tastes. If we eat a chili, our tongue gets a burning sensation. We say that the chili is hot. Another game. Feel it to find out. You can play this game with 4 or 5 of your friends. Take a big cardboard carton. Make a hole in one of its sides just big enough for your hand to go through. Place some small things in the box. For example, an eraser, a coin, a piece of a pencil, a pebble, a tamarind seed, etc. Take turns at playing this game. Put your hand through the hole, pick up one thing, and guess what that object is only by feeling it. Name the object before taking it out. Then take it out and show the others what it is. Skin. We come to know if something we touch is hot or cold, rough or smooth because of our skin. Coordination in our movement. We carry out many tasks. For every task, we make different kinds of movements. We use different parts of our body for these different movements. The woman in this picture is roasting some peanuts in a pan. Which parts of her body is she using? Her head is bent forward. She is holding the pan steady with the tongs in her left hand. With the spatula in her right hand, she is stirring the peanuts in the pan. Her eyes are on the pan. She is watching to ensure that the peanuts are properly roasted. Well-roasted peanuts have a typical savory flavor. When her nose gets that smell, she is going to put off the gas stove. You can see that several parts of her body need to work together smoothly. If they were not coordinated, she would fumble. The peanuts might spill, they might be overdone, or they may not get roasted well enough. We need coordination to get any task done smoothly. Lack of coordination gives rise to mistakes or muddle. Overcoming disability. If a part of our body does not function well, we face many difficulties. If our eyes do not function well, we cannot see properly. If our ears do not work as they should, we cannot hear well. In such a situation, our movements are not smooth. We find it difficult to do things on our own. But such situations can be overcome. Some disabilities can be corrected by medical treatment. In some matters, we can take the help of other people. Often, some special devices can be used to overcome the disability. Then it becomes possible to carry out our own tasks independently. If we cannot see well, we can use spectacles. If we cannot see at all, we can make use of sounds or feel with the hands to get things done. You might have seen a blind person using a white cane. Blind people use a cane to feel the way in front of them. The sounds they hear around them also help them to know the situation around them. Thus, they can make their way independently, even on a crowded road full of traffic. A person who cannot hear well can use a hearing aid. Those who cannot hear at all can use sign language. In some cases, a surgery can help a person to hear. If there is a defect in the leg, a special wheelchair can be used. Then the defect in the leg is no more a hurdle. Do you know? Arunima Sinha is a young woman from Uttar Pradesh. Once, when she was 22 years old, she was traveling on a train. She had to fight off some thieves. In the scuffle, she was thrown off the train. Another speeding train ran over her. She was seriously injured. Doctors saved her life, but they had to cut off her right leg. Many people would come to see her. Each person would worry about her future. But Arunima resolved that she would never give up. She would achieve something so extraordinary that no one could ever say she was helpless. Doctors gave her an artificial leg. As soon as she got her new leg, she began to train for mountaineering. Just 1 year after her accident, she climbed one of the high peaks in the Himalayas. The very next year, she climbed Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world. What can we learn from Arunima's story? From the story of Arunima, we can learn that we can make impossible things possible with the help of our confidence. What we have learned. Our sensory organs tell us about the situation all around us. The eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin are our 5 sensory organs. We can see with our eyes, hear with our ears, smell with our nose. We taste things with our tongue and feel them on our skin. When we work, we need to have coordination in all the tasks. Difficulties may arise due to lack of coordination. If any organ does not function well, we may face difficulties in doing our work. We must not give up in the face of difficulties. They can be overcome. Always remember, even if there is a disability in any organ, we can find a way out of that difficulty. We can learn to be self-reliant.